Welcome back to the Raspy Voice Kids. I'm Brandon Phoenix, a.k.a. I Also Hate Pitt. We are the Raspy Voice Kids, and you are here with us, as is President Elwood Gordon Gee, Mr. E. Gordon Gee, probably the most famous president of all the university presidents in the entire United States, maybe in the world. And President Gee has been so gracious as to share with us some of his time. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Gee.
Oh, I'm honored, and thank you for doing this great work you guys are doing.
Well, we appreciate it. We love West Virginia University. We know that you do too. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to just go through, and I want you to give me the first word that pops in your mind when I say each university. So when I say West Virginia University, when I say West Virginia University, what pops in your mind?
Love.
Colorado.
Granola.
Ohio State.
Tradition.
Brown.
Small.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is smart.
All right, excellent. You did. You passed the test. You gave us good things. Granola I was not expecting granola for Colorado, but that's good. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the question I have for you is, how did you start wearing the bow ties? I was looking through some old pictures, and as far back as I can see, you were wearing bow ties. How did that start?
Yeah, I've worn bow ties since I was 15. You know, I grew up in a very small town, and had never seen a bow tie. And my father took me to get my eyes examined in Salt Lake City, and a guy sitting right next to me in the ophthalmologist's suite was wearing a bow tie, and I'm if nothing else, I'm curious. And so I said, "What's that about?" And he showed me a little bit, and I begged my father. I said, "Let's go." There was a store right next door called Arbacks, and I went in and we bought a couple of them, and that's how it started. I'm avid about it. It's almost a full-time profession for me.
I believe it. I have a friend who's super into bow ties, and I feel like people who like bow ties like them more than people who like neckties.
Yeah, neckties are. I tell everyone the reason I don't wear a necktie is it's very easy to have someone hang you, particularly the faculty, and so with the bow tie, at least they have to work at it.
Well, you know, I don't think I'm at risk of the faculty hanging me, so I'll probably be safe with a necktie.
Yeah. Okay. I go on the web. I've got a great video that shows how to tie those things.
Well, we'll make sure we check it out. We'll flash that website when we put this video out.
Great.
How did you know you wanted to be a president? Like, how does a kid, I can see people want to be a doctor or a lawyer, but how do you decide, I want to be the president of the university?
Well, I didn't decide that. It was decided for me. I came here as dean. I'm a lawyer by training. I came here to West Virginia as dean of the law school, and Gene Budig, who is here on this campus today, was the president of the university, and he left to become the chancellor of the University of Kansas. And lo and behold, I've been here just long enough to know everyone, and not long enough to have offended too many people. And so I was my first time around, I was a total accidental president. I had no idea that they'd even think about making me president.
Well,
but it was a blessing. But it was a blessing to me. You can imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, especially at West Virginia University. I mean, it's a special place, like I mentioned, for us. We love it, of course. Being from Parkersburg, West Virginia University was everything for us. So I can imagine the honor it would have been, especially coming from being a dean of the law school and then becoming the president. And you were just 37 years old. I was thinking. I was actually 36. 36. I'm sorry. And
yeah, no, but that doesn't matter. At that age, I can't even remember how old I was. But yeah, that's when I made that transition. So anyway, it's been a gift to me, and the opportunity to come back and be here a second time has been an enormous gift to me. As you know, I've been president of 2 land-grant universities twice, and I love the mission of these land-grant universities, which is to make life better for the people of the state, and that's our calling here.
Well, that's the thing that I love, is that you love this state. It's so obvious. It's so apparent. And you invest in it. You put your heart and soul into it. You're out with people. You're not a recluse. Very visible, but also very interactive. And you've been very gracious to us, even when I've seen you in public, not just coming on the show. But at 36 years old, do you understand what that mission means? Like, how do you handle being the president of a major university at 36 years old?
I owe everything to the patience of the people of West Virginia because I really learned on the job. I always joke about the fact that I didn't even know how to spell university, and here I was a university president. So I learned a lot, and I think West Virginia gave me every opportunity to succeed. And that's really the reason I say that West Virginia is a gift to me, because now I have an opportunity, after having been through 35, 36, 37 years of being university president, to perhaps give a little bit back to West Virginia. I'll never be able to repay the people of the state for the opportunity, but certainly I can try hard.
Well, we appreciate the efforts. Speaking of efforts, a lot of people, we see you in pictures. You know, everybody wants to get a picture with President Gee, and that's not unique to just WVU. I became really aware of you when you were the president at Ohio State, and you did that even there. But what does a president do behind the scenes? You're not just a figurehead. You're working. So what is it you do?
Yeah, I think a lot of people wonder about that, because the university is a very complex organization. But if the university were General Motors, I'm the chairman I'm the CEO of General Motors, but university isn't. I mean, so obviously I have a great group of very talented people who make certain that academically that we're preparing our students, and that in terms of life skills that we're doing the right thing, and obviously to make certain that this big organization with our academic medical center, it's a $3.5 billion organization with about 28,000 employees. So you can see that it has a lot of complexity to it. And I spent a lot of time. Yesterday was my health sciences day. I was out at the hospital most of the day in meetings and talking about some of our signature programs and a variety of other things. Today we have all the former presidents of the university on campus. We're going to be talking about the future of the American university. So that kind of represents really sort of the bookends of my days.
Well, see, that's the thing, is like a lot of people don't think of it that way, but you're right, and that makes sense, and I'm glad you explained that to us so that we can understand what you're doing besides taking pictures, right? So,
right.
What is the best part of being the president of West Virginia University?
Oh, I get asked that a lot, and it's very simple to answer. The people, the people of West Virginia, the students who are here, the love that they have for the university, the love they have for the state. West Virginians, it was funny, we were talking last evening among these group of presidents, and they all made the same observation, which is that when you meet someone and they're a West Virginia, within about 5 minutes they'll say, I'm from West Virginia. You don't get that in a lot of places. There's something in the water here which is very special. And as you know, people, unfortunately, we've exported a lot of our best talent. Now we need to get them to come back and rejoin us. And that's one of the purposes of the university, is to keep our young people here and then get people to come back and join the cause.
You said something about building a wall, I believe, right?
Oh yeah. I've joked a number of times about the fact that I'm going to build a wall around West Virginia, keep all the young people here, and have Ohio pay for it.
Yeah, I heard that. I think you might be hard pressed to make that happen, but I don't think there's a lot of people in West Virginia that would mind.
Yeah, no, our future is in our young people, and I'm blessed to be involved in helping to make that happen.
So now, what would you say is the hardest part about being a president at any university?
I think the hardest part is the fact that what you have to do is you have to make certain that you're moving the university forward. You use the word figurehead. And I think there are a number of universities presidents who are sort of figureheads. They do the public things, but in private they're not pushing the institution. I believe my number one goal as university president should be to set the tone and values and direction for the institution. And my number two goal is to surround myself with people who buy into that vision, may disagree with me about things, but certainly buy into the vision. And then obviously I have a very important role in making making certain that the resources of the university are available to our faculty, our staff, and students. So that's working with the legislature, that's raising money, that is out telling our story through our university relations program. So those are all parts of this job, and they're very challenging.
What would you say is your favorite bow tie that you've ever had?
Oh my gosh, I have bow ties from all over the world. I have over 1,000 active, as I say. I've got another 1,000 in retirement. I think that I wish I still had the bow tie that my dad bought for me, the first one when I was at age 15. I do not have that one, but I think that some of my favorite bow ties are really some of the ones that I've bought recently. There's a wonderful bow tie that has fabulous WV, the flying WV on it, which I wear a lot whenever I'm going to games and that, which I really love. So how does that sound?
I love that one too. That's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
there
now
you go.
We're going to hit our second round of rapid fire. I think you're ready for this.
Okay.
Sharp mind. I'm going to ask you a critical question, a tough question, but I think you can handle it. You've got 2 grandchildren, right?
I certainly do.
And you seem to be pretty fond of them, right?
I love them.
What would you say is the better movie, Lion King or Toy Story?
Lion King.
Oh my goodness! Are you excited for the remake?
Pardon?
Are you excited for the remake coming out next summer?
Oh yeah, there's and I saw it on. I think the reason I'm so fond of Lion King is A, the music, and B, I saw it staged the Timor staging of it on Broadway, and I just thought it was fabulous.
Yeah, the play was excellent. I'm a Toy Story guy. Like Lion King sentimentally is my favorite, but I think Toy Story is a better movie. But I'll forgive you for that.
If you're talking about movies, I think Toy Story. I mean, you have to admit that Tom Hanks playing on that piano. They've got that piano again at FAO Schwartz right now, which has just reopened in New York.
Yeah, I always say, who do you want as your leading man, Jonathan Taylor Thomas or Tom Hanks? I mean, it's pretty simple to me, but all right.
Yeah,
so next
Tom
question.
Hanks.
Best Pop-Tart. What's the best Pop-Tart?
Best Pop-Tart?
What flavor?
Best Pop-Tart? I don't eat Pop-Tarts.
You never had a Pop-Tart?
I don't eat Pop-Tarts. But if I ate Pop-Tarts, they have a good fruit one. I know that.
That's right. I do strawberry. That's why I say it's healthier. All right. What is the best fast food French fry?
The best fast food French fry. So you're going to force me to make a choice here. I think that McDonald's still has the best fast food French fry. I mean, I love Wendy's. I like Burger King. I mean, there are a number of them that are out there, but a good McDonald's French fry is they've just got it salted just right.
Yeah, no, I agree. McDonald's is the best. They got to be fresh, but McDonald's is the best. And Jeremy, my brother, he agrees with me on that. The last one, Coke versus Pepsi.
Well, I'm a Diet Dr. Pepper guy, but I don't. There's nothing quite like that. It's the nectar of the gods. So you're not going to get me to make a choice between them. There's only one great drink, and that's Diet Dr. Pepper.
All right. So then you're neutral on that one, but I'll give that. You know what? You answered those excellently. We're grateful again for your time. I'm thankful that I'm thankful every time I get to see you. You're always smiling. You're always happy. And like I said, there's no question you're fully invested into the people of West Virginia, into the university, to West Virginia University as an institution, but also as what it is for the state. Like you said, it's to improve the lives of the people in the great state of West Virginia. And we're thankful every day that you are the president, that you've done the things that you've done, and we hope that you continue to do the things that you do. And hopefully we'll have you back on soon, and we'll see you before too long, sir.
I'd love to be back on. And secondly of all, thank you. You guys are doing a great job for the university, and we're grateful, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, have a great holiday.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye now.